inches here. On second down, Martin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run again on first down. Martin. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down right there at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The first carry here for Jacquizz Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Throwing, Winston. He gets it to Sims, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run. Martin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. And he he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Charles Sims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Being chased out left. And he fires one incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. Caught by Amendola. Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They start the drive with Martin. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And some room to roam now. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They try again with Lewis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Robert Ayers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. To throw is Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
With it is Jackson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. First down, Winston. He finds the rookie from Alabama, O.J. Howard. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Buccaneers have it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. It's now a fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
First out, here's the run with Martin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Again, it's Martin. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. First carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This is James White, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brady now on 1st down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Jameis on second down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Winston again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First and 10, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, here's Brady. This is White on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third and long, it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the offense has it first and 10. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Winston now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. near his goal line. Here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Robert Ayers in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Brady to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on third and long. Brady, so tough to stop Gronk. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady would do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
He'll rifle this one deep right, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
And went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. first carry here for Charles Sims. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded inside the 5. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The swing pass caught. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now Brady. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Tomahali in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught by Allen for a Patriots touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
There goes Doug Martin, the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, it's Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd down, Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one... that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Brady. And this is incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. First down, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can get a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Here's Martin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Rodgers. Open space inside the 10. That good for 22 and a first down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, that's about as quick of a...
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower. Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So the Patriots coming out now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Flowing on first down is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know.
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. They run with Martin. He's been busy tonight. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They run it again with Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that first down and finish the game off.
Let's go.
Here's White. Room here to run. And he cuts it right into space. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A big play there for New England. 41 yards on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
So they're operating in the red zone. Brady going to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vincent Valentine in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard in the final minute, and the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman with time running out. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down to 7 seconds now, 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Pats, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.